Welcome back to the UK Journeyman save. In today's episode, we have our last two games of the league season. We're at home to Holyhead Hotspur, and then away to finish off the season against Buckley Town. As you can see, since you last left us, it's as usual a bit of a mixed bag. Where did you leave us? Around here. Yeah, we got beaten in the cup, didn't we? So league games, yeah, we beat Mold Alexander 1-1. We drew with Cardiff Draconians. We beat Mold Alexander 1-0, then drew with Cardiff 1-1. We then beat Newtown 3-0, thinking we were on a real good run. We then played a couple friendlies and then lost to Ammanford, who were rubbish, which is really disappointing. We then drew 0-0 to Care Swiss and then beat Abergavenny 1-0. So as you can see, a mixed bag. It hasn't allowed us to be within a promotion shout. As you can see, we currently sit 6th, which I think is better than what we did last year. So we were 7th in the first season, then 8th. So we're a little bit better, and I guess there's still potential for us to finish the season a little bit higher, potentially. There's also, I think the worst we'll finish is 7th, which is still better than last season, but not by much. So have we made progress? I don't know. It's so small, the progress. Couple of things to note. First of all, I'll talk through transfers because, as you know, players come and go at this level very, very quickly. So Rayside's loan deal is done. He's gone back, but we got another lad on loan, Ricky Burvey. He is a Irish 24-year-old centre-back. He is on loan from Kerry in the Irish First Division. I don't know if is that the Premier Division? How do I find out? I don't think so. I think it's the second division. No, it's the second division. That's right. So the first division is tier 2. So yeah. Interesting. So yeah, he's came on loan. He's been okay, but again, it's only on loan until the end of the season. And then the other bits of business, more exits really. Oh my God. Well, let's just go back to it. Let's just go back to it. So he's came in on loan for the end of the season. And then we've lost a couple of players. So McCoolion left the club to Bury, but I think that was earlier in the season. Yes, it was. Since you last left us. Sarpong left us. He's went to Airbus. One of the youth players has went to Dulwich Hamlet. And then Elliot Simmons, our centre mid, has went to Blythe in the non-playable leagues in England. So really disappointed about that one. So that means we've had to have a bit of a shift around. And one other thing, there's a board takeover underway. Yes, the board is currently under a takeover. I don't know where we would see that. Will it be in here? No, I don't think so. Unless I just can't see it. There's something going on. I don't know whether... Yeah, I don't know where we'd be able to see that. But yes, there is a... I wonder if it's in transfers, maybe. There's an embargo, because there is a transfer embargo at the minute. But anyway, yes, we are unable to do anything transfer-wise. We have got the youth players in. There's actually one fairly decent one as well. If we go to youth candidates. Oh my God, this is not what I want. Youth. Where the hell is youth candidates? That's what I clicked on. Right, where is he? This guy? No, it's one of the wingers. Is it you? It's this guy, Schwank, I remember him. Yes, he looks very good. 2.5 star of current ability. Could barely get it out. I was so excited. He looks very good. So he could definitely join us. He's physically more than good enough to start for our side, or at least get in the team on the bench at least. So yeah, he looked good, but we can't sign him at the minute because we're under a transfer embargo. So we'll see what happens. Apparently the new guy's going to clear the debt, which is about 90k. That will be good. Hopefully gives a bigger budget for the summer. But yeah, so we got our 2 games. But what I wanted to mention was, with us not getting promoted, because mathematically it can't be done now, I think we need to start looking to move on now. In terms of my career, we still have no badges because the club won't pay for it. We are getting a bit better ability-wise, and we're getting some tendencies, whatever that does for getting jobs, I don't know. But at least our abilities, mentals, and coaching attributes are going up a little bit. But I think we need to move on. So what I'm going to do now is, if we do get a new contract, I will sign it. But next season, we're going to start looking for jobs. I've started to apply for a couple in and amongst what I think's reasonable. Obviously, like if Middlesbrough come up, I'm not going to apply for it. But Peterhead in the 3rd tier of Scotland, probably still unreasonable because they're much more reputation than us, but I'll at least go for it. But yeah, I mean, I'm never going to go for a team that's in England just yet. Like I said, I want to build up a little bit before we go to England, but you never know, we might go. So we've been applying for a couple of jobs. I don't think we'll get these because the rating's too high. We went for Connors Key. I thought maybe with the affiliate link we might have an in there, but no. But there's no point going for something like Middlesbrough, is there? I mean, the fact that they're on the same club rating as this, I don't know whether it's based on within your nation, maybe, rather than overall, because that doesn't make any sense that a third tier team in Scotland is on the same level to Middlesbrough. It has to be based on your country. I can't imagine otherwise. Otherwise, it's kind of stupid, really. Let's be fair. But yeah, so we'll apply for jobs. We'll obviously keep an eye out, see what happens. But in the meantime, if we do get a new contract, we will sign it. But next season is going to be our last. So if we don't get promoted next season, we are just going to leave at the end of our contract and job hunt again. But for now, we're going to accept the new contract if it's offered and look for jobs next season whilst we try and get promoted. But that's all for next season. For this season, we've still got 2 games to finish off. So we've got our game against Holyhead. We've got Burns in goal, back four of Jackson, Thomas, Burvey and Ashman. Ashman's been playing out with the left back. It doesn't really suit him, but we haven't got a left back. Sayer and Phillips in midfield. The youngster has had to come in for Simmons, obviously leaving. Barker on the right, Strods down the middle. Nicolau on the left, who's been brilliant. He has also got a bid from a team in Cyprus, though, so there's a good chance he's going to leave. He's too good for us anyway, so he's a leading top division player. He's far too good for us. He was always going to leave in the summer, which makes it even harder to get promoted next year. And then Howe up top, who's been rubbish, let's be fair. But we don't have anything else, so yeah, we just can't build a squad here. And I think that's the other problem as well, is anytime we get anyone decent, they're off. So players are coming in and out so much that you can't get any sort of tactic into them either, because like I say, you're always replacing players, and then it's just brutal. But Anderson also, I forgot to say, he's came back into the fold after his injury, and now he's got another 4-month injury. So I don't know if he's got a future at the club. We might just release him as well in the summer, but we'll see how we get on. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely felt like a better season, but not good enough for promotion still. We lose too many games. We draw too many games, I think, is the other problem as well. We're just not picking up enough wins, really. That's a great ball to Barker, who really should be getting it in first time. Doesn't, turns, plays it to Strods, who's yet to get a goal since coming back to the club. Obviously, he was in on loan, and he was pretty good on loan, but for some reason, when he's come back on a permanent, it just hasn't been the Strods of old, so maybe it'll take him a little bit to get back to where he was, but yeah, he's definitely not been as good as he was when we had him before. That's really poor from Phillips, which is why I didn't like playing him and I preferred Simmons, but there you go. He can't really be the half-back either. We've got to play Sayer there. But Strods picks up the ball, couldn't find his striker, but he's going to go alone. I mean, that's just so poor. It's just so weak. It's so weak. He's just basically crossed it into the goalkeeper's hands. And like I say, they're just not being as good. But I think the defence has been better this year. I think, honestly, it's the attack. I think we just don't have enough good attackers. Really, Barker has taken a while to get going, but he's been decent. Nicolau's been brilliant. Since he's basically got off the mark, he's been brilliant. But the strikers have been rubbish. The attacking mids haven't been good. And the midfield as well, just offer nothing. So it's been poor. We obviously lost our fullbacks as well, which hasn't helped. And yeah, I mean, like I say, there's just too much transfer instability. There's too much squad instability. Players are coming and going too much, and it's not out of my choice by trying to sign new players all the time. It's literally having to replace players because they come and go so easily. I don't know why he's put the ball down there. It must have been offside from Nicolau. But yeah, I mean, it's just so unstable. I don't know how you're ever meant to build a squad here, and it's really hard. And like I say, we've pretty much achieved what we should at this club. Obviously, the club is financially not very well off. It's not a very well supported club. You know, like I say, the club's in debt and our wage bill gets smaller and smaller every year, and I'm trying to get more out of it every year. So from that perspective, yeah, I mean, we haven't underperformed. Obviously, like the board and the supporters, it's like A+, they're loving it because they just want to stay in the league. And we've done more than that, but I think based on where we are in the season preview sometimes, I mean, we've been expected to finish about third and we've underperformed. So board-wise, yeah, we've overperformed. But compared to the level of squad we have, Strode gets his first. Good ball from Ashman. Strode gets his first goal, 1-0 Brickfield. But yeah, compared to the level of squad we have, I think we should have done better. Hopefully next season we can, like I say, kick on again. And if we do get promoted, I'll happily stay at the club. I think once we were in the Premiership and we got a little bit more money, a bit better reputation, a bit better players coming in, I think once we've got a little bit of a better ilk of player, we'll absolutely cook. And it's just really struggling with this level of football because the players are just so bad. It's almost like it doesn't matter what tactic you play. because they're just not going to take it in anyway and kind of do their own thing anyway. So it's really hard. And I'm trying to like give them less tactics. I'm trying to give them more freedom to do their own thing because they're not going to follow it anyway. And that seems to have been working better. But like I say, it's definitely not foolproof. We still draw too many games, still lose too many games. I think goalkeeper wise, we could obviously do with a really good goalkeeper, and I think just a really good striker, someone that actually put the ball in the back of the net more often, because we create a lot, but we're just not scoring enough like that. I think a good striker finishes that, and it's not even saved. But there you go. I mean, Howe's not been good enough. Baker's not been good enough. And hopefully Strods obviously was good on loan, but hasn't really cooked since coming in. But hopefully next season he can do that. But then again, their whole squad could get ripped up. Any one of these players that we've got on non-contracts could absolutely leave. That's basically the problem with it. Oh, it's so bad. That's so bad, and that's so easy. It's so rubbish. He's just passed it straight to feet, straight to his attacker. I don't know what he's doing there. He's got to play it back or just launch it forward if he's in that danger. But yeah, that's really poor. But yeah, hopefully we can sign a couple players that will make a difference. Hopefully we can actually hold on to these players. I mean, and if we lose Nicolau, I think that's to be expected. But like the likes of Barker and players like that, I'd like to keep, because they're not really that good, but they're good enough for us. That's a good ball to Howe. Again, terrible finish. It's just rubbish. He should be finishing that. He's put it wide as well. He's not even got it on target. He's so bad. I can't believe how bad he was. He actually got off to a decent start, but since then, he's been rubbish since we've changed to this system. For some reason, asking him to do anything. I think the thing is, we were asking him to put the ball in from 5 yards, so we weren't really asking him a lot, but it just wasn't. We weren't doing that enough to stick with that system. Again, that's a brilliant ball from Phillips. This time he finishes. That's a brilliant ball from Lucas Phillips, to be fair. 2-0 to BRICKFIELD. And like I say, I've been complaining a lot this episode about the squad and the team, and we're looking quite good, which is a shame that we can't play like this every game. But to be honest, the stats have been like this every game. It's just the results haven't been. We let in... It's like the one chance they get, they put in, but it takes us about 5 or 10 chances to score one. It's really odd, and I don't really know what that is. I think because most of their chances are rubbish chances as well, just a ball over the top and the defender doesn't deal with it, or it's a set piece or something. We just don't seem to score from set pieces at all. So I don't really know what to do about that, because I've left them to the assistants, and yeah, I could fiddle with them, I could do them myself, but I don't really know what's good this year, and I don't know what's actually going to work with our players, because to be honest, most of the corners, when we do see a highlight from them, they're not very good. They're just straight over the bar. So yeah, I don't know, but we've been good today, to be fair. Brandon Barker's done really well. He's on an 8.1 and he hasn't got a goal or assist. That shows you how good he's been. But yeah, he's definitely playing better now. He can play on the right or down the middle. So I guess if we do get a really good winger next year, there's always potential we just move Barker into the number 10 role. But like I say, it's good now. I think Strods hopefully can get off the mark. Well, he has got off the mark, sorry. Hopefully now Strods... Oh, see, again, that's poor. I think he was offside anyway. But yeah, I don't know why 3 players are going for the same header. It's just bad defending. But that's not tactics. That's just bad players. There's nothing we can really do about it. But no, we've been the dominant team here. And Holyhead are also got a manager's job available. But we don't really want to move sideways. That seems pointless. We want to move leagues either upwards or to another country, or ideally just to a team where I can actually offer a wage and it isn't just a non-contract, because that's at least ties them down for the season, and you can actually build something for that season. With players just coming and going throughout the season, it's so difficult. But we do move up to 4th, and I think if we finish 4th, at least it gives us a bit of a platform for next season. We've made progress, but we did play well there, and we'll come back and play the last game of the season. Well, unfortunately, the worst has occurred. Nicolau has agreed a new contract with ASIL, I don't know who they are, but a team in Cyprus. Looks like they're in the non-playable leagues or what have you. But yes, very disappointing. Our star boy joined us on a free from Ipswich, and 7 goals, 5 assists. I mean, yeah, he's been brilliant, but he was far too good for us. And this is the problem again with non-contracts. They just leave. So he's going to leave. Big loss for us, and we're going to have to try and replace him. He's going to go in June. Yeah. Terrible. So for our second game of the episode, we play Buckley Town in the last game of the season. We're going with the same 11, and we do say goodbye to Nicolau. It now is time to say goodbye. So he's going to go. This is his last game for the club, and it could be last game for other players as well, because like I keep saying, like I keep complaining about, these bloody non-contracts, there's nothing you can do about it. They will just leave. Yeah, the fans, the 33 fans have been unbelievable. Let's go pay our respects to them. As we can see, we sit fourth, which if we can finish fourth, if we win today and we finish fourth, then at least it's an improvement on previous seasons, and we're at least headed in the right direction. But it's just so hard to get promoted because you've only got those 2 promotion spots. We need a 3-up campaign for here in Wales. It's either win the league or win the playoffs, which, to be fair, even if we got second, there's no guarantee we'd have to win the playoff. We'd have to beat the team in South and then the team in the Prem as well. It's very difficult. Brandon Barker from distance. Oh, someone's got to follow that up. That was brilliant from Barker. Really good effort. Now, these are a 3-on-3. Now, Buckley Town can get forward. You know what's brilliant about Buckley? They've got a player on the right called Buckley Ricketts. Unbelievable. It's like Everton. He never played for Everton, but he should have. The Brazilian boy. But they've actually done it. They've signed Buckley. It's like when Arsene Wenger was at Arsenal. There's lots of cases of this. I know Hartlepool have both had a Hartley and a Poole play for them, and they actually scored in the same game once. The media went crazy for that. Barker into Nicolau. Oh, we're going to miss him. Shaquille Nicolau. He was only here for a relatively short time, but what a time he's had. Unbelievable. Another goal for his tally. He's leaving on a high. Another good assist from Brandon Barker, who, to be fair, he's found his own now. And I think because he's playing with better players, he's definitely shining. But Nicolau with another. And obviously, we'll keep an eye on him. We'll keep an eye on him. If we move somewhere else, there's always a chance we could bring him in from this team. And I don't know whether they're going to be paying him on a non-contract or a short or a semi-pro deal or what it is. There's always a chance for us to get him back if we have moved like to an English side in National League North or South or something. I think he would be good for that level still. But he's been brilliant, and we will very much be missing Nicolau. That's a long ball over the top. Keeper does not come for it. That's a corner, apparently. I didn't think the goalkeeper got anything on that, but apparently it was a corner. This is still what scares me about this back line. It's just any striker who's quick can just get in behind with a long ball. Like, they're so bad. It's anything with pace. I think we need quicker players next year. I think that's the main thing. I think if we just kind of not forget the star ratings, but really just look at, are they physically quick enough? Because I think that's the main thing. Is I think if we had quicker players, more physical players, we'd just be better. Like, I don't think technicals at this level matters one iota. Nicolau, oh, he's cooking again. Look at him. I mean, look at him. Look at him. Unbelievable. Ashman gets an assist, the easiest assist of his life. It was a 5-yard pass. Oh, he's unbelievable. He's far too good. How have we not won every game just with him in the side? He's a leading Premiership player, Welsh Premiership. But yeah, I mean, oh, what a high he's going out on as well. That's so good from Nicolau. He's our number 9, but he plays out wide. That just shows you how good he is. Buckley Ricketts. And there he is defending as well. Oh, he can do it all. He's going to love his time. He's got a big future ahead of him, the boy. Unfortunately, he's not going to be a brickie, though, for much longer, which really just bums me right out. That's poor defending there, and this is what I mean. Anyone with a bit of pace is straight in behind these lads. And they're good players. Look at them. They're like, again, they show up as like Welsh Premiership players, but they're just not. They're just not, because they get beaten by stuff like that, and I don't think a top division player gets beaten by something like that. Somehow I thought we were below where we were when we started the game. No, we're not. We're still 4th. Whatever. We'll just say anything. It doesn't matter. There's nothing to play for anyway. One thing at least we've done with this tactic is, for some reason, we're not kicking the ball out from kickoff anymore, which I don't know whether that was just a bug or whether that's because we've changed the tactics. I assume it's probably been a bug that's fixed, because there's been a lot of fixes that come out. So we are still playing the beta. I think there will be a point where next week the game's going to release fully. I think it's Tuesday the 4th. I'm currently recording on the 2nd. So again, there's going to be a couple episodes where it still shows as the beta, even though the full game's been released, and that's because obviously I'm recording a couple of these, ahead of session. I don't do them on the day because I have a real job. Unfortunately, YouTube is not my full-time job. Maybe one day, I'll have to see. Hit subscribe and share amongst your friends, and you never know, could take off. But yeah, obviously there's been quite a few new subs and stuff, and the response to the first episode especially was pretty good, so I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, lots of new subs have come in. I think about 60 odd new subscribers since the first episode dropped, which is pretty good. Happy with that. We're on the road to 6,200. I mean, we might, by the time this comes out, we might have actually reached that. But yeah, the views just keep cracking up, like 100, 200 every day on that first video, and obviously that trickles down a little bit less every video to the series, as is normal with a series. The more episodes, like the first one always gets the most views. Look at any YouTube channel, it's always the case. But Nicolau, can he score a wonder goal? Oh, it's an easy wonder goal. I'm counting it. It's a hat trick. It was on target. No, I was thinking it was going off target. But Nicolau, unbelievable. Oh, they've actually counted it. They have given it to Nicolau. It didn't in the match engine, but they have given it to Nicolau. The hat-trick's confirmed. I called for it. And the fella next to me doing the score sheet said, you know what, yeah, let him have it. On his last game, a hat-trick. I mean, what a boy. What a boy. Buckley coming forward, 30 minutes to go. We've been good here. But again, Nicolau's been good here. I don't know if the rest of us have been that good. Oh, Kaka, look at that pace. It was a good effort as well. You know what? Good save from Burns, to be fair to him. And he's definitely been an improvement on the goalkeepers we've had. But that's another thing as well, as all the loans are done. And there's still that stupid thing where even if a player's done well and they've progressed and no one else really wants them, because they've played for you on loan, they need a new environment and all this nonsense. It doesn't happen. Look at real transfers. When players go on loan, they often return to the club they've been on loan to before. Like, it's very, very common for players to return to where they've been before. Like, it's really not that weird. Like, look at Peter Kioso. I think he's had like 2 or 3 loan spells at Peterborough. Like, it happens. Like, it's just stupid that they've still got this thing in where you can't get a player back on loan. Now, obviously, it was a little bit overpowered at one point. What a 10 that is from this boy. We need to have a look at some of these. It was dodgy goalkeeping, but he's kept it out. But yeah, look, I mean, it's just like anyone we get on loan, it's just, no, the environment's not right. So you really, I mean, I should be trying to get them on multi-year loans at the start if they look decent. But yeah, obviously, not too many in attack, but there's a couple defenders here. Jackson, Burns, of course. Bovey, I would probably get back. He's been decent. Those are the main ones. I don't think anyone else we're really too interested in. And a lot of the other loans have gone back as well. But there's a couple of players that are out of contract at the end of the season. But at the minute, we can't sign anyone because of the transfer. Sorry, not the transfer. Yeah, the transfer embargo for the club takeover. There's nothing we can do at the minute. And I can't even sign the youth players who look good. And one of them looks good, and I'd probably put him in the first team straight away. At least he could replace Nicolau on the left-hand side. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but obviously next episode will be our Season 4 transfer special, so I guess it'll probably happen at some point during that. There's only a couple of minutes of added time left, so we look like we're going to win this game. Brandon Barker knocks it out for a throw, and I don't know why we're seeing this highlight. Oh, that's a quick throw. Maybe that's why we're seeing it. Oh my God! What was that? In the second tier of Wales, we've just seen a... That's unbelievable. Wow. Was that a Rabona? Rabona cross in the... Who sat here? Who got given this seat? Worst view in the house. Genuinely, like the worst seat in the ground. Whoever's selling that at Buckley Town, they should be shot. That is terrible. Nicolau. Oh, he's got a 4th. A wonder goal as well. Lovely strike. Oh, we're going to miss him. We're going to miss him big time. 4-2. Nicolau with 4 goals. We finished 4th. Still, though, that's 10 points we would have had to make up to be in with a shout at winning the league. It's a lot. We're not even like that close, but that's a good win. And at least we end the season on a high. 3 wins in a row, I think. So I think we're getting there. And there's improvements being made. But like I say, anytime anyone's any good, they're going to go, and that's where Nicolau's gone. But dynamics are very good as well, which is, I think, we're definitely doing better there because of the wins and what have you. But yeah, I think if we just, I don't know because Nicolau's going, so that's a big loss. It's a huge loss. I guess we chuck Anderson in for now because Nicolau's going. But yeah, we'll leave it there anyway. So in terms of next episode, we will of course do all of our new season stuff. I'm sure we'll get a new contract because we've done well, exactly what the board wanted. I think if we, there we go, A+. So I'm sure we'll get a new contract. But like I say, we will start to look for jobs now. It's very much the time where I think we should start looking for jobs, because even though I think we're making progress, I'm not sure it's quick enough. I think we should be making quicker progress than this. This will be our 4th season. We still don't have a coaching badge. Like I say, we are improving attribute-wise, but this is 3 seasons in the same league. I'm starting to get antsy. I wanna do something else. So yeah, just a team where we can actually keep players would be a step up. But that'll do it for now. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the UK Journeyman, and I'll see you all for the next one, Season 4 Transfer Special, very soon.